Hi, I'm Bonnie McDonald Dixon, and happy April. Wow, we're over halfway through April 2026. And today we're going to have a healthy conversation. And it's all about get crackin'. And what does that mean? Well, I love crunchy things as much as anybody, but sometimes there's a cost prohibitive when you buy crunchy things. And usually, if you buy crunchy things from the grocery store, they're high fat, high salt, and generally low fiber. And what I would like to propose to you is to make your own crunchy, cracky things that are savory or sweet, but mainly savory, we were talking about today, so that you and the whole family can eat healthier and have a lot of fun. Now, I've got this little chip here, and this is made literally out of red lentils. That's all, red lentils. And I have had so much fun. I've made it at least 3 or 4 times. And each time I add different spices and I just have a lot of fun. And it's really basic. Get some red lentils, organic if possible. But if you can't, get some red lentils. You take a cup of them and you soak them in water, anywhere from 2 to 24 hours. Generally, I do, a couple hours is good enough. I have gone longer. And then once they've soaked up a lot of water, I use filtered water. And then I drain them and add back in about half a cup or a little bit more and of water. Now you can add a bit of olive oil at this point, and you want to add your spices. Now this is where it really gets creative for you. I've added everything from gochujang, which is a Korean pepper paste, which isn't too hot but flavorful. You can add onion powder, garlic powder. You can add other seeds. You can add almost anything flavor combo you want. Next time I'm doing Cajun seasoning, I think. But some of the things, one time I added miso sauce. That was really good. I think I did that when I did gochujang, did those two together. So anyway, have a lot of fun with what you like your flavors to be. Now, maybe you want to put in some Parmesan cheese. That's an idea. I hadn't done that one yet. So then I often soak it in my little blender cup. And then when it's all good and soft and ready to go, I just, like you're making a shake, and you just buzz it until it's good and, blended. And lentils soften up fairly fast. So now add enough water if you need to make sure it's pourable, not thin pourable, but thick like a milkshake pourable. And what I do is I line 2 baking sheets, probably by 10 by 17, with parchment paper. And I give them a quick spray of olive oil. I have a little sprayer that I got from the dollar store, put olive oil in there, spray. And then I take half in one pan and half in the other. You could do it all in one pan, but then it would come out more like a tortilla. We want it a little thinner than that. So spread half in one pan, half in the other. And I use a baster with those little silicone fingers to kind of spread it out as thin as you can get it without seeing the parchment paper. And then this is the fun part. You bake it for a whole 20 minutes. Now, if you have 2 pans, if you do 1 pan at a time, it takes longer, but you get a better probably bake on it. But if you do 2 pans halfway through 10 minutes, then swap them 10 minutes. Pull them both out and either use a pizza cutter or scissors and cut them into cracker shapes, the cracker shape here. And you could do triangles, you could do squares, you could do circles, I guess, if you wanted to. But then what I do is at that point, I give them another quick spray with olive oil, but you don't have to. And then I flip them over and pop them back in. Now, here's the tricky part, because everybody's ovens are different. I turn the heat down. The recipe I followed originally didn't, but I turned the heat down from 400 to about 325. And then I bake them. And again, after about 10 minutes, I swap the pans so that they've, get even, turn it around and swap it. And then check on them. Now, some are going to cook a little faster if they were on the edge than others, but don't let them burn. But so they can get a little bit darker and crispier. Let's see, this one, All of these are pretty good. All of these have a nice color. You can kind of see the color here. And anyway, after you've got them baked the way you like, pull them out. And they actually keep quite well. I'd say these are 10 days old and they're still doing good. There's a few left. There's not many left on that batch. Meanwhile, I've made several other batches and eaten half of them and given half away. So it's been a lot of fun. But why is this part of a healthy conversation? Again, how do you get your snackables in while affording them and getting good nutrition? Well, lentils are part of the pulse family. And the pulse family is high protein, and it's also high fiber, and it's also tasty. So all three are right there in Snackland. Now, next week, I'm actually going to do a different recipe for you. I'm really into the snack crackers that includes other seeded things, chia and some other things. But the lentil recipe I just gave you, you can look them up online, lentil crackers. A lot of recipes are going to come up. So be creative and try that. Now, what I do is in my healthy conversations, I like to bring to you something that's healthy and natural and makes you feel good. I also am a LifeWave consultant. And if you don't know about LifeWave, I'd love to share with you if you're interested, if you're hurting at all, knees, back, heads hurting, or you're looking for more energy, which many people do. I'm going to be 70 and I can't believe it. No one else can either. They're like, oh, you have so much energy. Yes, I do. So I take care of myself and my husband too. We hydrate. We use the LifeWave wearable wellness, and we do nutrition. And the three trifecta, I'm calling it the light trifecta. And here's my light right here. We are beings of light, and when we nourish that and take care of it, we feel better, and we're not only great for ourselves, but it's great for the people around us. So with that, I'd like to invite you to reach out to me. You can go to my this website, thehealthywealthycamper.com/Bonnie, and set up an appointment. And let's just have a healthy conversation. See how I can help you. Love to do that. So thank you so much, and go enjoy your lentil chips this week. Thank you so much. See you next week. Bye-bye.